Hi everybody, we are together again and in another podcast and we are with our high school students. Today our subject is movies. We're going to talk about their movie tastes, what do they watch, how do they pass their times and what do they think about their favorite actors, actresses and of course movies. Let's hear them. Yes, welcome. How are you?
Fine.
Very good.
You know that our subject is movies. Who wants to talk about
First.
movies first?
Would you like to talk first?
I guess I can start first.
Yes.
Yes. My favorite movie?
Mm-hmm.
Are you asking that? Okay. My favorite movie is Real Steel. It starts with a guy who owns a robot. It's like a robot boxing movie.
Mm.
It starts with him and he's getting the robot to fight with a bull, but he loses. But then he finds out his child, which he was separated from years ago, her mother is dead now and he needs to take care of the child.
Is it a science fiction?
Kind
Up
of.
A
it.
little bit.
Yes, up it. Then the child is actually very smart. He knows very much about robots and things, language.
Mm-hmm.
They get a new robot, they fight, they progress, they fight, they progress, and it goes on like that until they get to the championships, which they beat a robot named Zeus. They don't really beat it, but they win the heart of the community, and that's about it. Yeah.
It's a little bit complicated, but I think I understood and I'm very curious about it.
It's a very
Have you
good
heard
movie.
about it before?
No, I haven't.
The
Do you
Real
know?
Steel.
Real Steel. Yes.
Okay,
I don't.
I took my notes. I'm gonna watch it today.
Did you watch it?
No.
No?
Yes,
You watch it? And what do you think about the film?
it's very nice.
Uh,
I recommend to everybody to watch.
You can recommend it. Oh, that's good. So, can we hear about your favorite movie, Mohammed?
My favorite movie is John Wick. It is about a hitman that has retired and he is married to his wife. After a few years, his wife gets sick and she dies. Before she died, she gifted him a dog so he could remember her. After a while, somebody breaks into his house and kills his dog. He gets very mad, so he wants revenge. So he gets out of retirement to kill everybody that is
Yeah.
associated with him. After a while, he kills everybody, but he gets sad because it has no meaning.
Do you
So-
know Özgür? Yeah?
It's about a hitman with a soft heart,
Yes.
and the actor is like Keanu Reeves, I
Yes.
think. It's very popular, but as a girl, I was never interested in action movies, so I've never watched. I would like to talk about my favorite
Okay.
movie. My favorite movie is directed by, let me see, Christopher Nolan. The name of the movie is Interstellar. I like it so much because it's hard to understand, hard to get into the movie, but once you really try to understand it the second time or third time, you get into it better. And it's like science fiction. Can we say it's a science fiction?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I didn't watch
Definitely.
the film. I don't
Huh,
know.
yeah, it's a science fiction.
Science
but
fiction?
it's when you say science fiction, it feels like it's impossible to live in that world, and it's impossible to understand.
So, it is
But-
related or connected to human life, natural human life, maybe?
Yeah, and human life in other planets. So it's very understandable when you really get into it. I liked it so much, and I also like Oppenheimer. I like Inception. I like Dunkirk. It's all directed by the same person, Christopher Nolan. That's all. I generally like watching movies a lot. Not action. Except for action, I can watch anything.
So, you like movies that you want to gain something at the end
Yeah.
or learn something at the
Yeah,
end?
yeah. As I get older, this became my motto.
You
I can say.
Okay.
Yes.
And what about you?
My
Taha?
favorite movie is Interstellar. It's science fiction movie, but it's very hard to understand the movie. The human.
Isn't it the same film?
Yeah, it's
You
the
talked
same.
about.
There is a man and a daughter of him, and the daughter is she's a scientist. The man is he a scientist? I don't remember.
No,
He's not.
a pilot, I guess.
Yeah, he's a pilot.
Pilot of a rocket.
So it's about there is the end of this world. Everything is ruined, and there's nothing to eat, and it's dust everywhere. So we as human beings try to find other places, other planets to live. That's
Okay,
the basic
I got it.
idea.
So, why do you like that film? Why is it your favorite movie?
Space.
It's about space.
Space interests me.
Ah,
I don't
okay.
know why.
So, isn't it the same with Hadis one?
No.
There are robots, and again, it is related to space.
No, it's nothing
No,
to do
there's
with
no-
the
No,
space.
no, no.
with you.
It has
Yours
nothing
is-
to do. It's real life.
Yours
just-
is different, but
just
they're
art.
both science fiction films.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Azra?
I choose Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows because it makes me I feel my memories. It's about Voldemort cures Harry.
Who is your favorite character in the
My
movie?
favorite character is Draco Malfoy.
Who is he? So he's like a witch again.
As a character, what is his name?
Malfoy.
Malfoy?
Yes,
Malfoy. Is he a teacher?
it's a student.
A student. So he is the evil boy, or the
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Ah, I remember.
He is blonde.
Yes.
He is evil, but at the end of the movie, does he become like?
A little bit.
You watch
normal
all
person?
the series of Harry Potter?
Yes, I watch it all the
Yeah.
series.
What do you think about Harry Potter, the others?
I
Have you
liked its movies, but the books weren't like clicking with me.
I didn't
You
read the
didn't.
books, but the films were good.
What about you, Mommy?
I don't like Harry Potter.
You don't like Harry Potter kind of film? You like just action films?
Yes.
For example, Fast and Furious can be
Yeah,
his
of course.
style, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So,
What do you think about the horror movies in general? I'm curious about what teenagers think about horror movies.
They're not very scary.
I think real life is more scary. What do you think?
I during the break times or when I talk with teenagers at their ages, always talk about horror movies. You watch a lot of horror
Yes.
movies. You like
From
it?
7 years old.
From 7 years old,
Or
Azra?
before.
What's your favorite horror movie then?
Sinister, I guess. I don't know.
Sinister. So, do they like really kill each other? Is there blood?
No.
Or
Yes, there's a lot of blood.
is it a psychological thriller? Or is it something to do with real blood?
It's real blood.
We're talking
Murder.
about-
Yes, murder.
Okay. What's the name of the movie?
Sinister.
Sinister. Okay, I will try to watch it too.
So you like horror movies?
Yeah.
I have never watched them.
Why?
I can't sleep at night. Still.
You're so cute.
Yeah.
I saw The Soul. Did you watch it?
Yes.
Only the first part of the movie, and the first movie was the best one. Did you guess who was the murderer at the beginning of the movie?
I
Did
didn't
you guess?
watch the first movie, but
Really? It's impossible to understand who the killer is until the end of the movie. And when you really start to understand, it gets very exciting. I think you should watch it.
I have not watched any of them, but I've heard many people talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's way great and
Only
such.
the first one, the first Saw movie is really, I think it appeals to everybody except you.
No, it doesn't appeal to me.
Okay.
I don't like horror films. I think people watch films. Why do you watch horror films?
Why?
What do they make you feel like? Why do they
It
watch?
makes me feel like the real life isn't bad enough. So there is another world that's really frightening. So we shouldn't be afraid of this life. It's just so easy. When I'm depressed, I watch it.
Also, when you're depressed, you watch horror
it
films?
relaxes me. I don't know.
So
I-
relaxes or strengthens you?
both
you
at
feel
the same
yourself
time.
stronger.
Yeah, that's
You watch horror films?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Why do you
Yeah.
watch them?
Because I'm bored, like there isn't really.
Is it
much to
relaxing?
it. Oh no.
You
Not-
want
not-
to
not
feel
at
the
all.
tension more?
Yes.
That's interesting.
There are jump scares in it, but they don't really get me. But it still has tension.
Yeah.
Why do you like horror films?
I love horror.
You love horror.
It's so strange, but it makes me happy.
We all have the same problem, I think.
When you feel the tension, you feel happier.
Yeah.
More tension.
At the end of the movie, you feel really relaxed. because after all that tension and like trembling, you feel just relaxed at the end of it, and the real life becomes easier because it's so normal. There's nothing to be scared of. Did you understand what I mean?
Yes, I mean, I'm trying to. Okay. So,
Do you want to say anything else about the movies?
Anything else
In general.
about horror movies? Or?
No, in general.
I mean, they're good. Like, I don't know what I can say about them generally. I watch them every about a month. Yeah.
how long do you spend watching movies, for example? In a week, once a month? Do you separate any time for that? Or just sit in front of the computer and say, I'll watch this?
Like, it just happens. Like,
Random.
I don't plan
Randomly.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You?
Once a month.
Once a month.
2 times a week.
Oh, you have a lot of time. Okay.
Azza?
When I was want.
Whenever you want.
Whenever you want. Okay.
okay.
So do you search for the films? Do you Google it before you watch them?
Yes.
You are very talkative. Thank you very much for this wonderful podcast.
They don't want to talk. And so we talked about the movies and learned that teenagers like science fiction films. Actually, they are interested in space, and the most interesting one is they like horror films because they feel relaxed at the end of the films. It's very interesting, and thank you for your attendance.